328. I mean, it won't stand out. It won't be a striking fourth innings. Yeah, it's a notable one. It's a fourth innings chase that stands out on account of the fact that it's at the Gabba. It's Fortress Brisbane gone for Australia. The first time they've lost a test match there for 33 years. Viv Richards' team in 1988, the last time this happened. Virat Kohli was 16 days old the last time that Australia lost a test match at Brisbane, to put it into some sort of broader perspective back in 1988. And look at the man who was his understudy. I think Ajinkya Rahane was the player of the series. He probably averaged 37. He wasn't India's leading run scorer. That was Cheteshwar Pujara. But for mine, his leadership throughout, especially after all out 36, and even today in his cameo, yeah, sure, there was scrutiny over the way he got out. But when he walks out to the middle, the expectation is they're going to row back here. They're going to row back. They're going to play conservatively. Ajinkya Rahane will essentially take over from Pujara, and that will be the way this drifts towards a safe harbour, drifts towards a draw. And instead, Rahane hits a 6, 20 rows back mid-wicket. Rahane's the man looking for two, looking to turn twos into threes. There was an all-run 4 in there as well. I think he was out there 4. It was the time of the game when it could have gone either way. And if they were looking for a cue, if they were looking for a spiritual leadership, they saw it, I think, through that Ajinkya Rahane cameo. And again, even though it might have only been 25, I think he made when he was dismissed not long after the tea break, for mine, it was as important as any other contribution through the course of the day, and puts a full stop on a marvellous display of leadership, which started on Boxing Day, finishes today at the Gabba, the greatest display of leadership on these shores since Frank Worrell, make no mistake. And he'll leave this country with his reputation enhanced like no other.
Exactly a month ago, India faced embarrassment in the eyes of the cricket world. I mean, it's only sport. I've always maintained there's no shame in sport. It was embarrassing. 36 all out. That's what a school in the first round makes against the champion school side. 20 overs, 36 all out, and this charismatic batsman going. I have no issues with Virat Kohli leaving the side. As I keep saying, and you're a new parent, that this happens only once in your lifetime. Series come and go. So I have no issues with Virat Kohli going. Now, you are living in a rubble. Literally, this edifice that you sought to build is now being reduced to rubble. Out of that rubble, they've built this magnificent palace. And that has been built by the leader with all these young people around him. And as a turnaround in world cricket, sometimes you get carried away by the present. So sometimes you just got to sit back and say there must have been other moments too. But in the history of Indian cricket, there has not been a turnaround like this. One in Melbourne, this heist in Sydney, and this ridiculous win in Brisbane. I have not known a turnaround. If I were to retire today, I'd retire a happy man.